Hey everyone, my name is Sean. I usually use the nickname of Eagle in my gaming uh, adventures, I'd say. And this is going to be the very first video for our channel where I'm going to be doing a clean grind, hopefully every night for an hour, streaming videos, mainly on World of Tanks, which I have been first introduced back in 2012, I would like to say. I used to play in Russian, uh, originally Russian servers. I gained most of my experience there. Then, when I moved to the States back in 2015, I created this account. This was available in US. This nickname was not available in Russian servers per se because World of Tanks is very popular, used to be popular, still is popular in the US servers. So, just to demonstrate my previous skills in my Russian account, which I lost, I used to have around more than 10,000 games. Uh, Currently, I have 11,000 battles in the North American server. Uh, so my current standing is 8,000. I believe this falls within like top what? Well, I'm on the top three tier. It used to be higher, but recently I started playing again after a long break, and my rating fell because I haven't been as efficient as I used to before. Um, I truly enjoy this game because it involves strategy, quick thinking, and back in the time when I was part of a clan, it used to be a team. It is a strong, actually, team playing game, right? But unfortunately, on a single, when you play it on your own, usually you're not part of a group, and in that case, your skill matters extremely highly. It's very important, and others' lack of skill is the decision maker in the final outcome of the game. I believe my victory rate was around 60%. Um, but again, recently I started playing after like 3 years of a break over the last Thanksgiving and Christmas times. So during that time, yeah, my overall efficiency generally went down. And I usually play random battles. I don't do strongholds and stuff like that. Sometimes when there are certain special events like Steel Hunter or things like that, I enjoy those as well. So what will happen is in this channel, I'm creating a brand new account, Eagle YouTube. Um, so as you can see, there is nothing here. It's all zeros. Nothing has been started. And I'm doing this because I'm thinking if I'm enjoying this game and if I have some skill in it, why not start streaming this? And why not share what I know with others out there? You don't have to be the one playing this game. You can just sit back, relax, and enjoy, hopefully. Uh, Most of the time, it's going to be you enjoying me suffering. So, hey, hell, why not? And so currently, there is nothing here, all zeros. I will start probably as of tomorrow. Because this is technically my test video. I cannot stream directly, but hopefully, if YouTube opens my account as of tomorrow, if it makes it available for streaming, uh, as you can see, the account is also zero, nothing in here. Um, I believe I did all that is needed on my end to be able to uh, become eligible for advanced feature where I can stream directly and yes, create more live streams daily, right? And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna link OBS directly into my account, and as YouTube makes it available for streaming, I'll be streaming directly into the YouTube through OBS Studio. The purpose of this channel is, and the reason why we have the name as a clean grind is I will not be using any cheats. I will not be uh, injecting any money like other streamers might do. I will not be using only the premium bullets and whatnot. As we dive into it, we'll see together what I mean by that. I will be playing this game as a regular person would, pick it up and start playing. Uh, and I can say, and you will need to take my word for it, even though I do have 4,000 gold in my account now and 100,000 free experience, and I have 10 million like silver, which is the cash used in the account. So gold is basically the premium uh, item, right? Gold is given out in special events. Usually during holidays, they have a lot of give outs. But at no point have I injected my own money. So I'm cheap like that. But on the other hand, the reason why I have not, can I? Yes, I can. But the reason why I have not is because I believe uh, the games are more enjoyable when they are challenging. So if I start injecting money, it's me paying to play. It's me paying to win. What's the point? I don't like losing, but technically you should be able to take the loss, not because you want to become a loser, but because you want to become a winner. So you have to be able to lose. You have to be able to fall down 7 times so you can get up 8 times. So I think just to fill some air here, uh, let's go over real quick my experience in North American server. Uh, so this doesn't mean, oh, this is record. The record was 10 kills in a game. I've achieved that. I believe that is a special medal. Is it Calabanos? No, Calabanos is when you are on your own against 5 enemy tanks and you destroy them all and you win. So I had that twice. Um, Nadine's medal is at least 3. So, oh, destroy all enemy light tanks. Yeah, it's in a game if you fall against. So if there are 3 or more light tanks in enemy uh, team, if you destroy 3 or more of them, then you win that. Before we move on, this Kalabanov, yeah, at least 5 enemies. Yeah, if you can read here, it says at least 5 enemies. What else? This is Radley, Walters, destroy enemy 8 to 9 and 10 to 12 in Grand Battle. So I achieved that 16. I don't know why I have a record of 10, but I don't have a special medal. I believe that was Pool's medal, where POOL, something like that, where it is a special medal, very rare, where you destroy 10 tanks. Oh, I believe it might be applicable for battles at tier 6 or more. Okay. Um, so vehicle destroyed doesn't matter. Assistance record basically uh, in a single battle how much assistance I provided. What how you gain assistance is if you're a light tank, you light other tanks up, or if you are or if you basically destroy other tanks um, or tracks, the tank is basically stuck. It's a sitting duck, and basically others hit those tanks, the ones that you destroy the tracks of, and that counts as an assistance, right? Maximum block, this is for heavy vehicles, heavy tank tiers where they shoot at you, but they are not able to penetrate you. So 11,000 is 11 and a half is total. I'm not too proud of it. Total number of battles fought. I should have started streaming a long time ago. Out of those, 57% of the time I was victorious. Again, my games are single games. I haven't been part of a clan. Maybe I have few games with others simply because I never had a chance to speak and group and get get on become online certain at certain times to catch others and to what's his name to become part of a clan. So my average experience per ballot is 596. This is before any bonuses and premiums and whatnot. But the record was 2400. I don't remember this game, but this might have been a crazy. This should have been a crazy game. Average damage per battle is 1200. If you think about it, the average health points of a heavy tank on tier 10 is around 2000. So basically, and I've been playing tiers 1 to 11. 11 basically opened up recently. I discovered it. I'm like, wow, there's something new. Well, after 3 years of a gap. Uh, so basically, my average damage is 1200, meaning at any game, if I am to play tier 10s, I'm at least half efficient, right? Um, but usually on lower tiers, your average health, especially up to tier 6, is around like 300, 400, something like that. Above tier 6 to 8, I believe it's around 1000. So basically, it shows that, yeah, overall, I've been efficient. At least I destroyed one tank before losing my own tank. Um, and 7650 is a damage record. I don't remember this battle, but this usually means, let me put it this way, in tier 10 battles, tier 10, yeah, where total tank health points in the enemy team is 15, 20,000. So I would have been the one who would destroy half of it if this was a tier 10 battle. Okay. So this is Top Gun, where you destroy 6 or more enemies in a battle. I got a lot of them. I'm not too proud of that. High Caliber is where you damage 20% of the total enemy health points of all tanks on the enemy team, 20% or more. And technically, it says damage has to be at least 1,000 health points. So it means this is going to be tier 5 or tier 6 and above. Confederate medal cause them hits more enemy vehicles at least 6 than any other player. Oh, okay. So basically, you have to be on top 10, top 6 of your team. We talked about Radley Walters. So these are special medals, right? And oh, what does this masters mean? It means I became an ace tanker on a tank, right? Meaning I they don't show the statistics here, but I believe what this technically means is I was top 1%. I caused top one. I gained as much experience in a battle on a specific tank as top 1% of other players on that specific tank. So let's say I'm driving a Sherman and I cause like 6,000 HP damage to the enemy vehicles. Then I would, at the end of the battle, I'll get a master badge. I mean, as we start playing, I will share those things at the end of each battle. Hopefully, I don't lose my patience. But these are unique medals, 113 total, 13,000 medals. How is that? Okay, obviously I get more than an average 1.5 medals per game. These are auto other medals. This is for patrol duty. I believe this is when you spot 6 or more enemy vehicles. What is this? Invader. This is capturing enemy base. 9 enemy vehicles. So you get this medal, Scout medal. If you see if you what's his name? This show up initially discover 9 vehicles or more. Patrol duty is help team damage at least 6, meaning you can light them up or you can like detract them and whatnot. Honorable ranks, I'm not going to go into them. As we get them, we will talk about them. We talked about Kalabanov. This is Gorge medal. This is given to self-propelled guns or artillery vehicles. If I'm able to exceed the damage to other tanks 8 times more than what my current HP is, this is what you would get. Currently, this is almost impossible, simply because like a few years ago, they nerfed the artillery significantly. Previously, artillery shot would give you like, sometimes will take off half of your um, health points, but now they introduced uh, what's it called? They introduced stun. So basically, your tank becomes stunned. Your crew loses what's his name? Their efficiency, but it doesn't take away too much of an health points unless you're shooting a light tank which doesn't have much of an armor and you're able to penetrate. So this is almost impossible to achieve now. This is Nicole's destroy at least 4 enemy tanks or tanks destroyed with a medium tank. This is specific to medium tanks. Hoskins is 3 tanks in a medium tank. So basically these are so I'm looking at the ones that I achieved fewer times because I'm trying to find anything special. Fadins. with the last. Oh yeah, this is also fun. This uh this medal is very rare, very fun, and this is the ultimate adrenaline rush after Kalabanovs and after pools. Uh, but even more rush than Kalabanovs because you can manage your way through Kalabanovs and pools because what happens is if you get to a team and if you get to a position where you're at the perfect position and the enemy team is really bad, then you can like destroy them one after another and in no time you'll get a head count of 10. But Fadians is where uh, you are ending the battle, where you're destroying the last enemy vehicle with the last ammo. So you have a last one shot, and that last one shot is the one that takes towards the enemy, the remaining tank, and you win. I've seen even people, if you watch tank replays and stuff like that, I've seen people lose a battle because they try to achieve this. So they carry the whole thing. They go through the whole 9 yards, right? They sacrifice an arm and a leg. They get to the last enemy vehicle, and they're like, you know what? This is easy. I'm gonna destroy this guy, right? So what they start doing is instead of destroying him right away, they start shooting at other places except the tank. And what's happening is as they get to the last shell in their magazine, the last ammo, when they shoot the enemy doesn't die. Or the enemy kills them, destroys them before they shoot the last ammo or whatnot, right? So I don't know how I achieved this. Again, this was a long time ago. Like I said, I played since 2012. I started in the US since 2015, and I had like certain ups and downs and busy times and not so busy times. And for the last 6 years, I haven't really played it except like during the last Christmas and Thanksgiving time. I don't know how I got it, but this must have been a special battle too. All right, fun times. These are a lot. So your Spartan is where you have less than 10% of your hit points and you survive the battle and kill others. What is this? 2 times. Lucky. Witness an enemy vehicle being hit and destroyed by another enemy team player. You must be 10 meters or closer from an this you cannot achieve anymore, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because previously you were able to shoot your own, you were able to like the friendly fire used to be in place, and I know there were like certain cheat codes, like I don't want to say codes, but plugins and stuff, right? Certain aftermarket cheats where they wouldn't allow you to shoot your own friendly tanks, but uh, at certain point, I don't know when, they removed that. So firing at a friendly tank will not take off their health points. So I got these two when obviously uh, I'm fighting like I'm battling with a tank from an enemy team, and another enemy is trying to shoot me, but shoots the friendly enemy and destroys the enemy. So I really wish they wouldn't have taken this away, the friendly fire, because for a couple of reasons. One, when the friendly fire was in place, we used to have the enemy team members or our team members, including myself, destroy our friendly tanks. Well, of course, you were penalized for that if you destroyed more than one given battle or destroyed tanks consistently. So, but you would have annoying people in your team that are just wasting time. So we would just destroy them. Sometimes, like artillery would take the heat. Not sometimes. Like if we are to destroy something, we're going to destroy our artillery. Especially if you find out that enemy team destroyed theirs, we will just yeah, this guy needs to go out. So we would do that. Number one, and that was fun. Number two, what would happen is like in a battle, let's say you're fighting an enemy tank, you would get to clutch. You would be head to head with them, right? In a short, like you would be like truck to truck, and you would use this friendly fire, and you would hide behind that enemy tank so that the other enemy tank in a distance wouldn't be able to shoot you. So they would risk shooting their own friendly tank while trying to shoot you. So the game has become a little bit easier with this enemy fire removed, and I think it lost that taste of it. I don't know what this is. This is E110, Waffentrager. I don't think they have this tank anymore. It was a very like imbalanced tank. It used to have six ammo, 2 seconds each, uh, which would each ammo would take away like 400 health points. So basically, if you met this tank in a wrong place, without any room, any place to run and hide, this tank would basically unload its magazine against you, and no matter how much health point you had, and even if it missed twice, it would destroy you. So yeah, that's not what I don't know how I got this last Waffen Trager. I don't know. Oh, back in 2020. Yeah, there you go. Awarded during the last Waffen Trager back in 2020. These are all back in like old things. These are my statistics on vehicles. I usually play American tanks. Not all American tanks are good, and some of them are really bad. So they are not generally starter tanks, starter tiers, starter research lines. Usually, you have strong starter lines in the USSR, well, Russian tanks, simply because, I mean, they think Russian tanks are number one. Uh, we can agree to disagree on those. And besides, I mean, the game was designed initially by Belarusian developers. So I think they're still in Belarus, but I don't know, and I don't want to get into politics of that. And speaking of which, initially this um, game had Russian tanks, American tanks, German tanks, not Chinese, French tanks, British tanks, not Japanese. That's it. So basically, one, two, three, four, five countries. Uh, these were the main countries that participated in the World War II. And the tank lineages go back to first tanks uh, first, from 1920s, the 1930s, if I'm not mistaken. So in the game, the tank lineages go back to 1930s and go all the way up to 1960s. So you're not going to have Abrams tank in this game, and that would basically be completely imbalanced. Tier 11s are technically tier 10s now with uh, some special features, but technically your tier ones, twos, threes, so these are basically 1930s, and tier six and seven, eight, nine, 10, these are 1940s, 10s and 11s are 1950s, something like that. So because tank history, mm, tanks proved themselves during World War II, especially with Russian and German tank battles, right? And then when the second front got open in the West, the Western Front opened in the Europe after D-Day, the American tanks started like throwing themselves up, the Shermans and whatnot, during the battles. But mostly, World War II was mostly about Russian and German tanks going head to head, because Japan was involved in maritime battles, right? Um, France had some tanks, but yeah, English also. England is technically here in England. England is technically the nation that's introduced the tanks to battlegrounds during and the last years of World War One, right? And so German and Russian tanks were imbalanced. American tanks not so. So there are great starter tanks in German and Russian tiers. China was introduced later. Japan was introduced before China, I believe. Then we have here Czechoslovakia, Sweden. Sweden was introduced before Czech tanks, if I'm not mistaken. And so Poland later, Italy even later. So these nations, initially we had one, two, three, four, five nation tanks, and they each had like 4 or 5 lineages. But now, as we start playing, you'll see a ton of lineages and whatnot. So yeah, the game has progressed a lot. Um, these are the types of tanks. You have light tanks. They don't have no armor. They are fast, and their purpose is to light. the other enemy vehicles, to show other enemy vehicles, to scout them. Then you have medium tanks. They usually have uh, balanced armor, speed, and penetration, right? And guns. There are certain medium tanks that are imbalanced towards being a heavy tank. Some of them are imbalanced towards being a light tank. Some because they're even lighter. Sometimes they're even faster than light tanks, and some of them are imbalanced towards being a tank destroyer. Uh, as you can see, I mostly played. I enjoyed playing on medium tanks. And heavy tanks, I recently piled this up. Uh, Heavy tanks, basically, they are heavy, as the name suggests. They are slow, but they have thick armor. What that means is they will be the ones that are going to the front of the battle, and they'll be taking the most hits, hopefully blocking those hits, and they will be basically the scapegoats, right? Uh, because what will happen is, technically, in a battle, light tanks should be somewhat up front, show the tanks, and heavy tanks should push towards certain direction. Medium tanks should support them, and tank destroyers, they are supposed to be the hidden ones that that distribute the most damage to enemy vehicles, because tank destroyers' purpose is to destroy other tanks, right? And they will usually have much stronger guns. There are certain tank destroyers that are going to be similar to heavy tanks. What that means is they will have a heavy armor up front, so they will be able to push a certain line of attack. But some of them will be similar to medium tanks. They will be speedy. They will not have no armor. They will not have much of an armor at all. They will be mobile. They will be able to get into close combats, but many of them are basically useless in any combat situation unless except for being hidden and dealing damage from distance. And then we have artillery, SPGs, as self-propelled guns. Artillery is the one that is going to be at the end of the battle line, and they're just going to be shooting ammo over friendlies into enemies. So uh, this is the most hated line in this game, but lack of artillery would destroy this game too, I believe. Some are gonna hate me, those who have played this game, but it's okay. So these are general statistics. Average score per battle. I'm not too proud of it, but obviously I should be proud simply because I'm not, I don't I mean sometimes I will get when I play this when I play with this user, I will get commendation from team members, especially the ones who are able, who have certain plugins that are actually, when every battle starts, they highlight people's skills on the screen. I'm not gonna use, like I said, I'm not gonna use no cheats, no plugins, no cache injections. This is gonna be clean, honest grind. Um, so I think with this, I'm gonna wrap up. I gave some general idea on what the game was, how I got introduced to this game, and uh, try to demonstrate that I'm not gonna be a rookie, hopefully. Even though I forgot a lot, and I'm not at that age anymore. If I have been playing this game for what 15 years now, you can plus or minus do your guessing and guess my age. It's that I'm not I'm basically middle aged, right? And so my hands are gonna be a little bit fakier probably, but I'll do my best to show you how to enjoy this game. Uh, Again, welcome to the channel. Um, Best of luck to all of us, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for your time.